CBN MPC reduced MPR by 100 basis points to 11.5%. Budget 2020 State of States reports. FAAC disbursed 767.41 billion naira for August 2020. The Monetary Policy Committee of the Central Bank of Nigeria held its two-day policy meeting earlier this week in Abuja. The committee members voted to reduce the benchmark interest rate by 100 basis points to 11.5% from 12.5%. At the end of the meeting, the committee reached the following decisions as announced by the Central Bank Governor, Mr. Godwin Emefiele. A reduced monetary policy rate to 11.5% from 12.5%. The asymmetric corridor was adjusted to plus 100 and minus 700 basis points around the MPR from plus 200 and minus 500 basis points. It retained the cash reserve ratio at 27.5% and retained the liquidity ratio at 30%. As the global crude oil price volatility ensued and in Nigeria, like other nations, grappled with the disruptive impact of COVID-19, states have been tasked with the responsibility of rethinking governance and strategies for attaining fiscal sustainability. This was a major takeaway from the official unveiling of the BudgIT State of States 2020 report, which focused on the theme Fiscal Sustainability and Epidemic Preparedness Financing at the state level. The event, which was a hybrid of a physical presentation at Radisson Blu Hotel, GRA Ikeja, Lagos, with adherence to the COVID-19 protocols, and the virtual through the Zoom and digital platforms, brought together policymakers, analysts, business leaders, advocacy groups, and citizens. Giving the opening remarks at the event, the principal lead of BudgIT, Mr. Gabriel Okeo, described the State of States report as a flagship event of the organization. According to him, since 2015, the State of States report has provided a data-driven research that looks at the sustainability of states. In his address at the event, the special guest and Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, commended BudgIT for its dedication to driving advocacy at the level of governance and public finance, covering the various tiers of government. For him, going forward, Lagos was exploring the 3 R's, which include responding appropriately to the COVID-19 pandemic, restarting the economy seamlessly, and reimagining the transformation of Lagos' economy post-COVID-19. The governor stressed that the key areas of focus for the state will be food security, micro, small and medium enterprise support, information and communication technology, arts and tourism, and transportation, through which he projects that Lagos will target a growth of 29% by 2021. In terms of investments, the governor said Lagos has attracted about $600 million into the Lekki Deep Sea Port, while it is determined to complete a 6,000-kilometer fiber infrastructure to drive the digital economy. Looking at agriculture, the governor said the state is working on its rice mill in Imota. When completed, it will provide 2.4 million bags of 50 kg rice annually to citizens and will produce 250,000 jobs. Presenting the keynote address at the event, Mr. Teslim Shitabe, the chief economist and managing editor of ProShare, who represented the founder and chairman, Mr. Olufemi Awoyemi, lauded BudgIT for the launch of the State of States 2020 report, describing it as an intellectual act that is easy to relate with and understand. He described the annual report as an effective way to measure policy impact for states who have a wider impact on the grassroots than the federal government. From the presentation, he called on Lagos and other 35 states to rethink, re-strategize, and reimagine governance and economic strategy. Mr. Teslim Shitabe highlighted the fact that 5 states classified as sustainable by the BudgIT report, namely Rivers, Anambra, Ogun, Lagos, and Kano, were economic hubs. On areas that states must address and take seriously, he listed the following: the need to address the rising tide of debts, the need to address the high state overhead costs, the need to take steps to reduce recurrent expenditure, the need to leverage technology to boost agriculture, and explore partnerships on peer review mechanisms. The Federation Account Allocation Committee, FAAC, disbursed the sum of 676.41 billion naira to the 3 tiers of government in August 2020 from the revenue generated in July 2020. The amount disbursed comprised of 543.79 billion naira from the statutory accounts and 132.62 billion naira from the value-added tax. The federal government received a total of 273.19 billion naira from the 676.41 billion naira. States received a total of 190.85 billion naira, and local governments received 142.76 billion naira. The sum of 42.85 billion naira was shared among the oil-producing states as a 13% derivation fund. Revenue-generating agencies such as the Nigerian Customs Service, Federal Inland Revenue Service, and the Department of Petroleum Resources received 5.65 billion naira, 10.21 billion naira, and 4.22 billion naira respectively as cost of revenue collections. That will be all for this edition of the Week in Review. You can join our website www.prochange.com to watch our videos, read our news reports and analysis. Till we come your way again, thank you for joining. Bye for now.